broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world. In the county of Lawrence, Nctv45. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
And you have legal issues. Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square. Bill's Bake Shop will make you happy. Owner Bill Cast and his staff keep the tradition going with all the bakery items you remember as a kid. Just to name a few, Bill makes cream sticks, cinnamon rolls, bear claws, cream horns, cannoli, cakes, pies, cookies, bread, pizza, and more. You can also buy homemade Cavatelli ravioli. Bill's Bake Shop, located 228 North Liberty Street in the Mahoningtown section of Newcastle, is open Tuesday through Saturday, 7 to 5, and Sunday, 7 to 2, closed Monday. Bill's, where smiles are everywhere. Call 724-654-4223.
Good morning, Newcastle, and welcome to Sunday, April 19th, the first Sunday after Easter. Here's hoping you have your first cup of coffee. And, wow. Here's hoping you're having a great weekend, too. Now, let's take a look at little temperature outside. 37 degrees, and, yeah, it feels kind of cool. It's not as bad as the other day when we were having the snow flurries and all, but this may go down as a colder month than March. We are stocked full, and we'll have Sunday worship for you beginning at 9 o'clock with Mass from Holy Spirit Parish. And then First Presbyterian Church has contacted us, and we are carrying their stuff. And also from Salem, Ohio, Real Life Church has given us a heads up, and we have their stuff also. So, and let me start out. This needs to be a very prayerful Sunday. As the news, I'm a little less worried about the pandemic and a little more worried about the power grabs going on in politics right now. After you've heard about the governor in Michigan, and you weren't allowed to be out in your yard planting a garden, and you hear from our current Secretary of Health, who has people going out on their front porch with a mask and there's nobody else there, you really have to question what's going on. And we've looked behind the numbers. Before I start, I want to read this to you. This is from the Bill of Rights, Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting the established religion or prohibiting the free exercise of, abridge the freedom of speech, press, the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. If you're a president, a governor, it's for you. That is so very important. And I say that not to give you agita. Okay. Listen, we had a pandemic. They put out some guidance and some rules, and Pennsylvanians as well as people throughout the country followed them. And I hesitate on the word rules. They put out some guidance. Well, now, folks, we're over a month in, and we're heading out to May 1st. People's livelihoods are at stake. When we talked about the numbers that were out there, and you may recall this map that we had. Now, these figures put out by the government are a little misleading. We had 2 people dying over the weekend. And that's unfortunate. However, when you go and say, and I quote, that, oh, Lawrence County has 60 people, 60 cases, that gives you the overtone that they're acting cases. Seven people died. That knocks it down to 53. And of that 53, some folks got better. They say the average time is 2 weeks. So, quite literally, if you were infected Palm Sunday, you've passed your 2 weeks. The rest are somewhere in a hospital. So, active cases, we're not putting out active cases. Therefore, it becomes very misleading. Now, with this, the governor outlined 6 key points, but they're vague. Use a data-driven approach to determine reopenings. Okay. Now, we're a little concerned, Governor, because the data has been getting twisted. And I've been on your press conferences, and your Secretary of Health is a great data twister. And she only talks about Philadelphia. It's all in red. It's inflamed. Pittsburgh ain't so great. Lawrence County, however, is another issue. Making available adequate protective equipment and testing before reopening. That's the biggest bunch of bunk in your sentence. I'm sitting here. I'm well. I don't need to be tested. It's my personal freedom if I want to be tested or don't. It is not your decision. I refer you to the Bill of Rights. Use a monitoring and surveillance program that allows the Commonwealth to deploy actions for containment and mitigation. Once again, you can't follow people around. Not allowed to do it. So, what keeping in place protections for vulnerable populations? Those were guidelines, buddy. If somebody that's 85 wants to get out and go to the store, you can't keep them home. Limit the gatherings through unrelated to occupations through reopening process. Can't do it. The right of the people to gather peacefully. You're in violation, basically, of everything that they have in the Bill of Rights. Well, here's what else, and I don't want to dwell on that, as I think it's very, very important. Governor Wolf, access to food assistance, health care, safety net programs available during COVID-19. Governor Wolf reminded Pennsylvanians that public benefit to programs available for families and individuals who have lost jobs, income, health insurance as a result of COVID-19. Health emergency. These programs include the supplemental SNAP, CHIPS, and temporary assistance for needy families, low and LIHEAP, okay, which I guess they don't have it here, but I'm wondering if LIHEAP was extended, and I can't comment on that for sure, but what I can tell you is there was a declaration that utility companies had to leave everybody on. Now we're coming to the end of that, and those bills are going to have to be paid. Thus, the need for reopening. The Wolf administration announces first responders working in the Capital Access Program funding. Governor Wolf, Department of Community and Economic Development, Dennis Devon, announced 126 companies in the 30 counties have received approved funding through a new program developed under the Pennsylvania Industrial Development Authority, Small Business First Fund, and Working Capital Access Program, totaling more than $10 million. These loans will help the Commonwealth quickly access capital and address the needs critically, with continued to follow the governor and health secretary's orders. Okay, so basically what he's saying there is if you don't follow the orders, you won't get the money. Governor announced nearly $16 billion funding for food banks. Pennsylvania food banks, which are critical assistance to Pennsylvanians during COVID, has caused severe economic stress for many Pennsylvanians. As a result, our food banks have been overdriven with unprecedented demand, said Governor Wolf. We're proud that Pennsylvanians are sacrificing so much for the greater good. We will continue to push hard and advocate on their behalf, because no one should have to go without doing their part to save lives. When doing their part. So basically, he's got the giveaways going on. And don't get me wrong, you gotta have that that type of thing. Yeah, he has opened the liquor stores. As we continue with Newswatch, and I'm just getting through this. Yesterday, the Wolf administration announced a testing site in northeastern Pennsylvania. And this is why he did that. When you look at the triangle going down, it becomes evident where this problem is. Philadelphia up to New York, and if you're looking at our map, you'll see the little Nctv45 logo. Right below that is Wayne County. Now, Wayne County is in the northeast corner and has a lot of the issues. So when you draw, right next to it, Susquehanna, when you draw a diagonal down, basically the only green county out there, okay, Wyoming, when you draw that diagonal down, what you see is, and you include the Pittsburgh metropolitan area, those counties bordering Pittsburgh. Lawrence County, we don't border Pittsburgh. When you add that in, that's 85% of the check that, 99% of the problem. Now, because that, and I just went by cases. Tom Wolf said there's 30,000 cases. I added up the numbers. Newcastle, north, Lawrence County, north to Erie, and over to Susquehanna County, and coming down through the center, where you see the blues, excluding Penn State. Penn State I threw into the Philadelphia mix. Coming down there, that only represents 1%. Clarion County, Cook's Forest. Do you really need to test somebody that's living out in the woods by themselves and there's nobody else around and they say they feel fine? That it gets a little ridiculous. So continuing on with that's where he wants to have the testing in the Northeast. And that came out yesterday during the press briefing. There'll be no press briefing today. So I really hope everybody watches Mass. With that, the DMV, veterans benefits continue to be available during COVID. Pennsylvania Department of Military and Veteran Affairs wants to assure veterans that safe state and federal benefits processing are still going on. Department of Military and Veteran Affairs and the Federal VA will both continue to work remotely to provide veterans information and enrollment of benefits and serve other veterans through the needs this difficult pandemic emergency. You know, that really wasn't a press release that just came over here that I was looking at. But the question now becomes, how far in the summer are you going to let this run? And that's a reasonable question. That's a very reasonable question. So with it, I urge you today, pray, understand the Bill of Rights. I'll read it again before we go to break. Congress shall make no law respecting an established religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Now, we're going to take this opportunity to take a break and Cedar Sports Corner. And today, as we go through, and wow. Okay, Ange, give me, who do we have today? I think it's Blackhawk. Okay. I'm not sure. I'll tell you when we get back. Pay attention to the sponsors. It's aired separately. So I just like bleep, 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 bleep right through it. It gives me a chance to get some of my coffee because I talk a lot. And we'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
And here we are, 47-45. Kings up 8. 57 the game. Shot up the good. Found Wells.
5. Sporting Goods.
And that's going to do it. 77-66.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 3 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit you.
Alley's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Alley's Upper Crust.
Yes, friends, Chilella and Carney Floral Designs is alive and well in Newcastle. Owner and designer Stephen Doherty and his staff have a special motto: we love what we do, and it shows in every area of the business. Stop by their pleasant Southside store at 1006 South Mill Street. Chilella and Carney has been there for the community with quality and service since 1943. You can go to the website chilellaandcarney.com or call 724-652-8412. Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
And we're back, and as we continue on, Roxanne, that's fine for those who want to do that. We broadcast from the beautiful, majestic downtown Newcastle, and there are several churches that have not closed. Furthermore, we have reports, and if you've looked at the media, people have driven up in their cars and are sitting in their cars listening to somebody preach from the steps or in a parking lot with a bullhorn. That's perfectly safe. I know in Newcastle we had drive-up confessions. Again, you know, you can't get around the fact that that is the law out there. The right to peaceably assemble is the law. A governor can't take it away from you. Guidelines are good. I respect a person's opinion, and I also respect justifying the opinion based on what facts they may have. But do not slant the facts to just try to make your opinion. We've looked behind the facts here. 1%. That's a lot. To shut down the state for 1%. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, it was Newcastle and Blackhawk. And my son reminded me that when we were doing the game, the transmission just fell down there on Blackhawk. The one thing that I'll say, and little humorous note away from all this other stuff, is it has really been a pleasure learning, bringing to you basketball games, mass, the services that we bring, Cook at a Castle, because sometimes some things happen that are totally humorous, and there's nothing like live TV because there's no control. When you're doing this, there's not a retake. And we are live. And we are 45. I like that. So, Labor and Industry launched the unemployment assistance website for the self-employed. You can go to Labor and Industry and see what the link is, and rather than just write the link, okay, they give you it lit up in blue. The website is uc.pa.gov/COVID-19/CARES Act. And then you'll find it there. So for those unemployed people that are independent contractors, Wolf Administration offers guidance to food processing facilities to ensure safety in the workforce and supplies. Guidance, once again. Okay. Daily temperature and symptom screening. Paid sick leave without penalty. Encourage frequent self-monitoring. Here's a question. Somebody wakes up in the morning and says, I don't feel like going to work. Hello, I'm sick. I don't feel good. And they're automatically getting paid. If it's a small business, that not only put the strain on that business for the day, physically, but also financially. Guidance. Encourage frequent self-monitoring. Provide face coverings. Not medical grade masks. Provide gloves where appropriate. Increase frequency of routine cleaning. I mean, they're all good guidance type things. But you can't enforce that. Make clustering of workforce a violation. You're working and you say to somebody working over there, hey, and then you're talking to them trying to show them what wasn't happening right. That's like part of business because it's a teamwork atmosphere. In the West, that isn't in Northwest, Lawrence County to Erie, across the northern part of Pennsylvania, not an issue. Philadelphia, I can understand. They're really getting bounced. Our hearts and prayers go out to them. But it isn't all the same. As we continue on with Newswatch, and the last thing, and this is the pandering, statewide support disparity in the tax. I'm not even going there, because then they try to push that something's wrong and people are discriminating. I've seen nothing but kindness in my travels for what I've had to get in talking to other people, socially distant, I might add. So with that, now it's time to take a look at the weather. Current conditions outside. Here you go. 37, visibility 10, wind chill 32, humidity 76%, wind speed 6 miles an hour, barometric pressure 29.89, dew point 30, visibility 10. Once again, the wind chill 32. So a little nippy as you go outside. Now, here's your local radar, and clear out there in Ohio. That's good news for us. Pittsburgh, clear the same way. So let's take a look at Lawrence County 45 weather, and we'll be right back.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
County 45 weather, and after last night's clear low of 36, how is your second part of the weekend looking? And let's check out local radar. Clear for now. However, things are about to change. This is the national scene, and off behind it you can see some rain and some cloud cover, and that is heading our way. So as we get to the weather chart, here's what we got. Last night, clear low of 36. Your Sunday, increasing clouds, high of 58. There'll be an isolated shower. Not everybody's going to see the rain. And then you'll get into Sunday night. Mostly cloudy, 33. Chance of rain then goes up to 40%. And that will be scattered showers. Now, as you get to your Monday, no need to worry. Here comes the sun. Sunshine in 55. Monday night, scattered showers, partly cloudy, a low of 38. Chance of rain, 40%. Tuesday, doesn't look good. Mostly cloudy, 50. Chance of rain, 50%. As the day goes on, rain clears out. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, a low of 28. Now, Wednesday, sunshine, 54. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy, 41. There is a 40% chance of rain, And that sets you up for the roller coaster ride on Thursday, which mostly cloudy, 62, and a chance of rain, 70%. That rain hangs around Thursday night, mostly cloudy, a low of 45. Chance of rain, 60%. Just in time to clear out for your Friday with sunshine and 64. Now, it's the on again, off again season, so check that out. What we're going to do is hear from these folks at Tuscany Square. Now, we're going to be right back.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065.
Elham's for one great dining experience.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
Okay, folks, and we're back. To my good friend that brought up the idea of mortality rate. Mortality rate is absolutely a bunch of bunk. And let me tell you why. You gotta look behind the numbers again to see where they contracted it from. They didn't. This isn't like Newcastle chili. Well, I got it from Newcastle. They went into a hot spot, New Orleans. I'm not advocating that you get and go to Philadelphia, New York, or any of the other hot spots. What I am saying is it's safe to stand on your porch without a mask. It's safe to go to church reasonably, practicing social distances in cars while the guy has the megaphone and he's preaching. You got to use a little common sense here. They're not flying in from Los Angeles to go to Newcastle restaurants. That's totally wrong. So we're not the same as even Pittsburgh, that's close. So you can't take these numbers and manipulate them politically the way you want to. Maybe because you don't like Donald Trump, or you don't like this, or you don't like that. The bottom line is, at some point in time, people have to be able to go back to work, eat and feed themselves. So don't give me that mortality rate thing, because then you have to take off and not say, oh, we got 60 cases, because you don't. People die each and every day, and more people die from the flu. Now, with that, I'm reminding you that we will have Mass. We also have First Presbyterian service. And also, we will have real life church, Sunday church service from Salem. So, I thank everybody out there in our audience. We'll be back with a wrap up right after we hear from these folks.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Well, that's going to do it for this Sunday morning, April 19th. I remind you about our church services that will be on for you. And we are a community television station. If you care to donate, go to Nctv45.com. On the right side, you'll see a donate button. Anything is appreciated, $1, $5, every little bit helps. And I personally thank you. Now, it's time for, and I'm going to give it to you, that song of the day. As we get through this together, and as long as we're going to get some sunny weather today, that'll make it a little bit better. Now, splish, splash, take a bath, wash your hands, and make sure you watch your Sunday Mass services and have some macaroni and a meatball. There you go. That works. Thanks. And make sure that you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that Nctv45 is available anytime, on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule, that's Nctv45. And make sure that you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the County of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody, and splish splash, wash those hands.
There was a lollipop with a Peggy Sue, but the golly Miss Molly was a